Yo, welcome back. This is open bar. Run it back. This is episode 4, I believe. It's gonna be Jinx versus Shogun. Another super fire battle, actually. I was not there for this one, but I definitely wish I was. It's a fire fucking battle. So let's just get into it. I'll probably do a killer battle next. I fuck with killer. This is definitely top 5, top 3, one of my favorite battles on Dignity.
Get your craft together.
Fix. Yeah, that was fire. Definitely a good warm up set of bars, you know. Definitely talks about I don't know, kinda Shogun's struggle to become as good as he is at this point, I guess. I'm not saying that that's what Jinx is saying, or at least what I'm interpreting what he's saying, is oh, everyone around you supported you to make you good, and you're still only mediocre. That's my interpretation, which in a battle is a good, mean thing to say. And yeah, definitely, the way it worked too is the setup was long, and I'm usually against longer setups like that, but when it's your opening bar and you're kind of just talking and like warming up, that is the time to do it. Is like, you're kind of bringing the crowd's attention up with you. You're not just like, and hey, we're here. A lot of people can't just like go from 0 to fucking 100 in their mind. So like a nice build up, like sequence or bar or scheme, whatever, can be like super helpful to structure the round. And also that makes it so when like he is punching, it's a little more impactful. So yeah.
First off, I'm a bad guy. Can't save face or out kill a nigga. 1-3, them odds are insurmountable. Secondly, after I fuck him up, you can't kill a nigga. Odds are I'm accountable. And my last point, which I'm sure you'll find kind of comical, is comparing you to me when you kill a nigga on a mountain. Shogun.
That wasn't that far.
But I'm gonna put your body in a box like a diorama. So how you want it? Why? Talk to him. Talk to him. Shogun, you're not finna die. With honor, I'm gonna put your body in a box like a diorama. So how you want it? 5 revolvers, 25 piranhas, and 9 katanas. Bitch, either way, it's sayonara. Now I'm in your shit. Yeah. Now I'm in.
Jinx has a bunch of piranhas and katanas, just in his arsenal of shit to throw at people, so, keep that in mind if you ever try to fuck with him. He will throw Japanese swords and mildly aggressive fish at you.
Yo, shit. I feel like I can't lose. Are y'all here? See the anime marathon? To watch the samurai champ lose. I got something.
I'm just joking though, that was a fire line. And then the Samurai Champ, that wasn't as much, but the piranhas and katanas thing was funny and I liked it actually.
Mark and nacho shit. I'm not fucking bad too. I'm talking something that'll clear your head and shoulders in the face shit. I'm not fucking shampoo. Now, that was like, you've been getting made fun of your whole life, man. Started battle rapping, thought it would stop somehow. You was a schmuck, man. I guarantee 99% positive the entire time you fucking rap, you was fucking fat, and you sounded like fucking that. Now you wanna take a chance with Jinx. Well, best of luck with that. Everybody with eyes and ears, nose will come out your mouth with the joke, but you can't face it. What do you actually want from rap? You mean to tell me you've been on dignity, polishing all this time, and black still don't shine? Well, that's why I don't fuck with Matt.
Yeah. Fuck with that. Kind of not the greatest punch to that sequence, not the greatest ending, but the whole you got bullied, so I'm gonna bully you kind of tactic definitely works in battle rap. Cause like if here's the thing, like we are kind of being assholes to each other. That is half of the point, but like in good faith and good spirit, usually. So like, like I've talked to both of these guys and seen them talk to each other. They don't have like hatred for each other or any shit. Like when they talk, they don't bully each other and shit. But like in a battle, yeah, bullying like that, and especially like saying like, yo, you got bullied, and here's why, and then like you started battling to not be bullied, but you're still someone who's highly bullyable. That made sense, right? Anyway, still a good bar. Is like, to sum it up, I would say, he's saying you tried to make a change in your life, but you haven't. You're still, fat and lispy. So, I think that's his point. Yeah. And that's what he's saying.
My views don't seem different. Now, if you were keen listener, you would understand I said I see a fat nigga with the guts to be dead meat. In other words, I see viscera. And King made bull with y'all. Right. But he ain't no fool with me. I watched all this pussy nigga footage and wasn't amused the least. So to get this bitch out here, go with me. Because they have a big nigga with no weight in the game will raise a panther. That shit ain't cool. See?
A fat dude with no weight in the game, that was fire. I don't know, like, he got really quiet at that point. Something about a pant leg. And that's not cool to see. Not the best punchline there. So far, Jinx has, like, really, really good setups, but then, like, when the punchline comes, it's like, you could have ended that a little better. But, like, he's rapping good and it sounds good, and the setups are almost, like, more of a bar in themselves. But, yeah, I mean, it sounds good. It's just, I wish he would punch a little harder and make the setups a little more. Because, dude, he has, like, really good setups that can go a lot of different places if he utilized it. It just seems like sometimes when he gets to the punch, he goes for, I don't know if it's, like, the safe route or whatever, but, like, the punches are still punches. They're just like, you could have ended it a little more, relevant to either what you were saying or to Shogun or the situation. But other than that, still sounds good. Oh shit, I forgot about apparently he stumbled a bit. Yeah, not the worst choke I've ever seen. I don't know if that's even like a choke. That's just like a slip up. A bit of a stumble that, lasted a little longer than preferable, but it wasn't so, it didn't drag on to the point where it was like, alright, just end the round, So him continuing to rap is kind of cool at this point. It's not that big of a fuck up. I'm a big fan of, like, if you're just, like, if you've been silent for more than, like, 30 seconds to a minute, just, dude, stop. Someone should stop their round for them. But, yeah, it wasn't that long. It was maybe, like, 10, 20 seconds at most. Drinking water is a nice little trick to buy yourself time, because it's like, oh, well, obviously he can't rap. He's drinking water, He's not a fucking ventriloquist. So, water, it's some people say, like, hitting the water for some reason just, like, jogs their memory. Sure. I think, like, it just makes it less awkward to take a second and think. And I think part of, like, a choke, what makes it worse is, like, realizing it's awkward and trying to make it not awkward. And then you just dig yourself into, like, you know, worse holes. And yeah. But it wasn't that bad, so.
Plus, you look like a tough-ass bag of laundry. With a list. Who the fuck is you supposed to scare? Nigga, you done lost more battles than pounds over the course of your whole career. Facts. RP, my nigga. First time I ever seen you, you lost to me. Fast forward, you was battling a whole lesbian. You got 30 by Eon and you lost again. Checked you out on No Coast versus Reese T, and you lost to him. He said dignity's like a club. Well, having a winning record is like a race to bargain, nigga. You know what I mean?
Having a winning record is like what? Having a racist barnyard? Is that what he said? We can't all get in? I don't know. I don't really understand that. I mean, I kind of get it, like, racist people don't let other people of other colors or whatever in, and that's shitty to do, but I don't know, it's a bit of a weird stretch to go from, hey, you have a losing record. Like, he can change his record. You know, you can't change your skin color. It's not comparable. It's not cool to be racist, but you know, you can become a better rapper. I don't know. I'm gonna avoid the rest of this before it gets weird.
That's when I had a huncho ass. You were nobody with nobodies and nobody to which I have to speak. Talking all that tough shit. Pussy weakness.
That nobody with nobodies is a really cool setup. Not gonna lie, I had a very similar one. Yeah. Like, Jinx has really fire setups. And I mean, I had one, like, in a notebook, not recorded anywhere, so he beat me to it. But, yeah, Jinx just has, like, clever setups that, like, you know, I would go out of my way to try to use, or, like, when I hear them, are just like, oh, yeah, that's clever, you know, that's just a clever use of the English language. And, but then, like, he doesn't seem to follow through with it to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, you set a fire setup, so we're kind of on board with what you're saying, but if you kept it, like, more relevant either through the wordplay of, like, saying another way of saying no bodies, or nobody, not sure if there is a third one on that one, but, or, like, playing off that idea. I don't know, just, it seems like Jinx could punch a little harder, for my taste. His setups are still, like, really fucking nice, though, so, like, if he learns to punch really hard, his setups are just gonna make it better.
Don't ask me. Have you on the ground waving a white flag trying to ask for peace. Or I can have niggas pop out with 2Ks to pump your chest. Crazy how they got them shots off and put up front. Casually.
He gets really quiet, and I really can't turn the volume up too much more. He gets really quiet, and for some reason, like, by his punchlines, which makes it hard to hear him, which isn't helping. To be honest, if he kind of, I don't know, in my mind, you should be building up to the punchline. No, you can build up and then like drop it, but like you still have to project enough to where it's audible. You know, if you're practically whispering the punchline, it's like we don't know what you said, so it's hard to react to. The thing, like his flow and cadence and all that is all in check. Like it all sounds good, so it's just he needs to project the punchlines and then have slightly stronger punchlines. That's my only real criticism of Jinx's performance here.
Making Matthew a statue, finna sculpt this body into a masterpiece. Fuck around, give his ass a halo like Master Chief. And your mama looking stupid as you at the funeral. Nigga crying over nothing, ain't master grief.
That was fire.
Now,
Master Cheesecake, Master Grief,
you wanna test a nigga like a condition?
Master Chief.
Make that novice show, use body blow. This shit is a rib crusher. I really feel y'all should know, so I'll expose. My show is a big buster. You told Momentus. You kinda nice. I don't know if I want that smoke. He said that.
That is a funny impression of him.
Oh, man, you kinda nice. I don't know if I want that smoke. That made me think you a dick sucker. Until I see the picture of your girlfriend, and that made me think you a pig fucker. But somehow you want to be the talk of the town. You want to be the talk of the town. But let me get this straight. A nigga.
At first, I thought you were a homosexual. Then I realized you were into bestiality. Alright, Jinx. I'm on board with that. That's an insult. It's a bar, I guess. Pretty mean. Alright, I'm with it.
Up the flick on your bitch. And he has you still walking around? My nigga. Let a nigga play with mine like that. You won't choke in the ground. You know, cut the tough guy shit, nigga. Cause clearly, battle rap is the only time you're trying to hit a op with a round. But I thought you liked him.
Oh my god, I wish he was louder, because it sounds like he really said something. Like, the setup was all there, and it was a perfect setup for like a super fire punch. It's just, he like whispered it and kind of said it a little too fast for the volume he was saying it, so I got him kind of missing it, I guess. Other than that, yeah, the setup was definitely nice and was leading to a great place. He could have used, I don't know the situation he's referring to, but like, I don't know if someone like, I think he said like threatened his girlfriend or something, and they're still walking around. If they did that to mine, there'd be chalk on the ground. Like, I get that, yeah. So cut the tough guy shit. Yeah, like a very, yeah, valuable, potent thing to say in a battle. If it actually happened. I don't know if it did, or the details on it, so I don't know if he's like, you know, stretching the truth or whatnot. Again, I just wish there was a fucking punchline. I have no moral objection to anything he's saying, just, I wish I could hear the punchline a little better.
Fight Shogun. Why you ain't get down in? Where was the nicknames for your hands, bitches? Get down in.
That's fire. That's super fire. He projected that. He did the impression super nice. He has a Naruto hat. I have a Naruto hat. I think he might have the Akatsuki one as well. But whatever. automatic win for that. But yeah, that bar was fucking fire. That's a Shogun bar from a previous battle. I think the impression of Shogun he does is hysterical. It's like not perfectly accurate, but it's like accurate enough that if someone made a cartoon of Shogun and Jinx did the voice, that would be hilarious. But yeah, and then tying it into the previous bit, super fire. Yeah, that was a fucking really, that was okay. Like, I was kind of complaining about his punches up to this point. That's a fucking haymaker, a fucking huge punch, just a fucking, it's personal, it's for Shogun, it takes a situation, it's just it's funny, it's, it makes him, like, look like a bitch in a way, yeah, which in battle rap, we're all kind of trying to make each other look like bitches, I guess. I don't know why, just a weird thing, but not gonna go down that philosophical wormhole. Anyway, super fucking fire. Super fire.
But I thought you liked to fight, Shogun. Why you ain't get down in? Where was the nicknames for your heads? Bitch, and sit down in. Nowhere sit down. Because you a clown, you didn't stand up when you should have. Bitch, so sit down.
And not a great ending. Super, like,
It's terrible. You want us to pretend like we ain't aware of it. I asked him to say Super Soaker Christmas for $10. Show me money. He said Super Soaker Christmas, but I ain't paid. So here you go. Fuck out of here, bitch! You ain't getting shit. And if you never seen a game rock before, nigga, there we go.
I fuck with that. Yeah. He didn't quite get the reaction I thought he should have for that ending. Maybe it was like the Super Soaker Christmas setup might have been, because we can tell he kind of like planned it all out a bit. I don't know, it was kind of fire though. And that, like, Jinx is a very good rapper. Like, everything he says sounds good. His setups are fucking really, really nice. My only complaint is that he gets too quiet at punchlines sometimes, and sometimes his punchlines could be a little stronger. Other than that, dude, he's a fucking phenomenal battle. Well, maybe not phenomenal. That's a bit of a over compliment. Not trying to gas people, but he's a good battler. He just needs to work on punches a little more, in my opinion. Let's get into Shoguns. Let's get into Shoguns around here.
Let me show you bitches how to reciprocate it. Let me show you bitches how to reciprocate energy. Now,
Not a bad beginning.
Walking your ass behind them thick ass glasses. All your business. Down the elevator. Except it's a warrior code round this place from now on. I just gotta kill. That don't mean a nigga got a thing left of you. You act like an animal, you getting killed like one. We cook meat and we'll turn your stupid ass into a vegetable. That's a big thing to talk about a sign off. That's a big nigga talking about a sign off. Battle the chef just worked out the pan, blow your brains out with your own gun that you couldn't mind yours. I got
Here's the thing. Shogun, yeah, his punches, I almost have like the opposite criticism of Shogun that I have for Jinx, in that Shogun does not have great setups, but his punchlines are so fucking heavy that it makes up for it. And I just wish he would shorten those setups up by about like half. You could probably get to the same conclusion with less words. Honestly, now that I think about it, if they teamed up for like a 2v2 and Jinx did all the setups and Shogun was in charge of the punchlines, you probably would have a fire fucking round. Yeah, they would probably write something super fire, but you know, that's on them if they want to do that. But yeah, Shogun has really nice punchlines. I wish they were closer together. And the setups didn't have as many words in them. It seems a little congested, a little too much going into each statement to get to the point. Which again, by the time he gets to the point, it's fire though, so. There's a fire.
Y'all running late on that setup is cool. I'm just trying to let a nigga know whatever he's trying to get into, I got time for. You must.
That's all the way fire. See, the thing is, like, in that bar, the setup is almost the punch. So, like, the whole bar is kind of a punchline in itself. And that's super fire. If he does that, that kind of is a way around his setups being longer, is like having the setup kind of be the punchline. And that was low key and almost slow it down, I just dissed you, but not really, like, because we all kind of got like the time thing. It was just the way he wrapped it up with what I have time for. That was fucking just fire all the way through. And it was just like, alright, yeah, that was like at first it came off as just a nice little, like, scheme in it of itself. And then there was a nice little pause and mental respite where we thought he might move on to a different topic. But then he's like, nah, you didn't get that all the way yet. I got time for it. Like, that was just fire all the way through. Here we go. This is another strategy. Alright, I'll let him finish before I talk. Because you must not heard me tell fat folks. These hands got nicknames, bitch one, the punchline is almost baked into the entire bar, which is fire. It's just like a good, like, it's like a scheme, but with a conclusion at the end to where, like, you're not, like, the conclusion isn't the punch itself, like, the punch, but it is a punch in itself, but it's also, like, making everything else a punch in itself, if that makes sense. And it's kind of layered and almost meta-ish in a way, and it's fire, dude. Like, that is a very, very cool way to kind of go around setups, is to kind of not have setups and just make all of it a punch. Like, that's just a good fucking strategy, and it's fire and works really fucking well. Crazy fucking fire punch. But it had nothing to do with what he was saying before that. The whole Matrix shit. Unless Fat Albert is in the Matrix somewhere. I don't see the relevance. But the line itself, I'm here for all your Fat Albert jokes, but I got something under the sweater, like, hey, fire. Just really super fire. It's like he wrote it, but it is kind of a rebuttal. It's not a pre-buttal because he went second, but, like, he clearly wrote it and alluded to the idea of, like, yeah, I know what you're going to rap about, but here's a bar about that, and it's just really fire. I just don't understand how we got to that point from the Matrix thing. Again, the setups are kind of weird if they're not the punch itself or made relevant. I do think that is Shogun's biggest weak point, is the setups are either all over the place, too long, or just kind of peter out into something else. But then, like, he has, like, really good punchlines at the end of it, so it almost doesn't matter. But when you actually break it down and listen, it's like, alright, I mean, yeah, it's a fire bar, but where'd that come from? Kinda out of nowhere, but, still fire at the end of the day. Get your check up, fire. Get your check up. You could have gone with that a little further. Get your check up. Flip some shit. I can help you get your checks up. Just simple shit. Since you're in the, trapping vein. Might as well. But other than that, fire. It was backyard boogie and prescription drug. Like, yeah, fire.
Training day. 'Cause you know we thirsty with this shit, Jay. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to be Don't mind me. I'm just trying to be hospitable. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to be hospitable. Plus, I don't need a nigga up here dying and don't know what he did it for. You a stepping stone. Take that ass whooping and let it mold you. You came here to rap and talk your shit, well, nigga, you posed to. But if you let me yell in your face and fuck you up while doing it, then nigga, I hold you. You came in the door. Hopefully we can be friends the moment this is over. I'ma buy you a Pepsi and then pop you with this can. They Jinx you on me a soda. Who's that?
I'm not sure what Jinx just did there. He was like, that was fucking fire. Alright, yeah, I agree. Fire.
I'ma buy you a Pepsi. Hopefully we can be friends the moment this is over. I'ma buy you a Pepsi and then pop you with this can. They Jinx. You want me a soda? Who next? Nigga, you better have two things. Shogun got a fortune this masked up. They asked me how Jinx died. I'm like, shit, I don't know. I guess that nigga just had a stroke of bad luck. Nigga, I will punch you so fucking hard. You'll go back and get your rematch with Jay Owens and still lose. You about as real as toastful. I'm a fat nigga. You know you gotta give me real food. You know what happened?
Low key. I am getting chubby. I will address that. I don't give a fuck. Bro, Chicago and Illinois, we got such good food here. And I don't think other states or, like, people in general understand. Like, bro, food is so fucking good around here. Like, between the pizza, the Mexican food, the Italian food, like, everything is in Chicago. And then, like, there's, like, a shit ton of breweries. So there's just, like, really good beer everywhere. And everyone's trying to push it. So, like, it's not overly expensive half the time. Like, between the beer and the food, it's hard not to be fat around here. So, like, but anyway, yeah, definitely a bar. Tofu's not that delicious, and around here we eat good.
Y'all know what happens when you don't feed the fat nigga? I can get real disrespectful and real rude. You don't want to fuck with me. This gas trick, I can't let you bypass the pound and they put it on.
Fire. Break it down by syllable too. It's fire, fam. That's fire. Fire. All of that.
You getting gut checked in front of everybody. I hope you can stomach this. Watch what you throw up. I'll make sure your hands don't move. I'm good at trigonometry and I'm about to get my PhD this year, y'all. Y'all get to watch me put hands on dude. This your autopsy. Let me spell it out. I'm taking both your hands after this shit. So niggas know they can never count on you. Let this be a lesson to y'all. Let this be a lesson to y'all. I can be trash. Let this be a lesson to y'all. I can be trash. But when you put your pen against mine, it's a big bang take little bang situation. What you bitches trying to amount to? I am the only nigga in my circle that
Not anything overly, like, punchy there, but he is rapping and gassing away, so, you know, it sounds good, and he's kind of flexing, and at this point he definitely does deserve to, you know, flex around a bit, because he has had some fucking huge punches, of a couple just really genius lines, honestly. And yeah, flex away, Mr. Shogun. In a shirt with your own name on it.
Some of my niggas use weapons trying to protect their investment, so if you came for a street fight, cool. You don't be surprised if my niggas start playing Call of Duty instead of Tekken. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of fire.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. Niggas, man.
If you come through for a street fight, don't be surprised if we start playing Call of Duty instead of Tekken. Fire. Like, Shogun has, like, really good punchlines, dude. There's, like, yeah, really, really good punchlines.
Man, young Yoshi Mitsu came through and he think he know it all. The gun hits you like a Paul Phoenix punch, punch your head out of it like they got you. Then you put their body somewhere in the forest, Lord, that's how you do that. But overall, you stop the dragon.
It's fire, but he should be slowing it down.
Like to jump in the game, go do the tutorial, you'll meet God and come back with a corrupted memory card. You are not better than
What game was that? Fuck. It's an old PS2 game, ain't it? Where you're Snake. Fuck, I'm blanking on the name, but if that's the reference he's referencing, that's fire.
not better than That's a fucking lie. You are not fucking sorry. Hold on. Y'all in there, you are not better than me. In any shape, form, or fucking fashion. Let me make that clear.
I wish he said pedigree. That would have fit a lot better.
You niggas think battle rap is being a bitch ass nigga on the internet. And don't nobody think that's weird. I just see every last one of you niggas. Hold on. And don't nobody think that's weird. I just see all these niggas.
That crowd member was like, for real though, man. Some of y'all bitch. It just went off. Like, he went on his own dialogue. He's like, is this an invitation to start bitching about some of these people? Because I got shit to say too. Shogun had to be like, yo, dude, I got this, bro. I'm still rapping. That was funny as hell.
Climb up to the top, get dumped the smoke, and then where they end up? Right back here. Hey, Chief.
Fire. Fire. Low-key talk about that, dude. Like, yeah, motherfuckers want to put Dignity down, but, like, Dignity is straight up, like, doing everything it can to prop motherfuckers up. And then motherfuckers have no shame in, like, coming over to Dignity and being like, yo, prop me up more. And then, like, once they're off of it or gone, they'll shit on Dignity. I don't know. Yeah, facts. That's a super fire bar. Fuck all these. That's low-key. Jinx isn't the one who does shit like that. Jinx doesn't really do that much, but it is kind of a fire thing to throw in when talking about local. That's, you know.
Rock and roll. I just seen every last one of you bitches get rolled up in the Optimo. Fucking smoke. I tried to be the funny guy, y'all making me violent. Now niggas just getting a gun butter, being a butter than choke. Besides Gage, Duke, Megan, and a couple other niggas I ain't got the time to mention, don't none of you niggas got magnificent quotes. And if you just had to make my queen a target for defending me, well maybe if you niggas didn't act like such a bitches, she wouldn't be comfortable interacting with you hoes.
That is fire.
Niggas talking about the just battle rap trying to escape shit. And they don't even know how cold it get outside. Ask me how cold. Gate, bitch.
King Frost shit.
Hey, Frost, you ain't the only nigga that's spiritual. Cause every time one of these niggas try to test my gangster, I'm gonna leave his motherfucking top smoke. I need a nickname the gun saved. All I had to do was wave this bitch to get rid of a bad on fucking.
Not the coolest bar to end on. Hey Frost, I'm also spiritual. And then I don't know, he said like too much setup. And then Sage to get rid of this spirit or some shit. That's pretty decent, pretty fire. I wouldn't end a round with that. Especially the round that you had. The round that you had was fucking probably one of the best rounds on Dignity so far. Top 5. Easily. Top 5. Some of my favorite bars were in that round. Yeah, Jinx did pretty good. He had one little stumble that honestly I forgot about. I completely forgot that he even had that stumble. But it wasn't that bad even looking back. When he was doing the impersonation of Shogun, that was really fucking funny. He had the where was your hands nicknames then bar that was really fucking fire. I think he had one or two other pretty good punchlines, but other than that, his setups were pretty fire all the way through, and it sounded good. Plus that hat. But yeah, I gotta give it to Shogun. Shogun won that one. The punchlines were fucking really good. Almost all the way through. I think there were like a couple times where the punchline or end punch wasn't, insane. But other than that, dude, almost every other punch was really fucking fire. Some of the setups were a little longer than they needed to be, a little convoluted, and he could clean that up. I'm just gonna say real quick, a fire fucking battle would be a 2v2 Shogun and Jinx versus Frost and Bino G. I think that would be fire. That's whatever. But yeah, like it seems like Shogun has all the strengths that Jinx has. I'm almost developing a list with their names, honestly. There's so many S's and S sounds. Jinx has like really good setups. Shogun has really good punchlines. They complement each other's style a lot. I think they would work really good together. They're both kind of funny. They're both like socially aware people, like not like in a political way. Like they have self-awareness, so it's like they're not like cringy to any weird degree. Other than that, yeah. That's the end of the battle. I don't know why there's so much time left. It's just blank too, but yeah. Fire fucking battle. I think Shogun won. Yeah, I don't know how to end things.